Okay, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the hammock sling, not to be confused with the hygiene sling. So the hammock sling is also known as an amputee sling, not only just for amputees, but certainly that's one of its primary uses. You can see if you look at the shape of it here, that it's much more rectangular in shape, as opposed to the universal sling that comes down with the two leg pieces straight down. So this one comes down and bridges in a rectangular shape. The hole in the center there is very small, as opposed to when the two legs are open, it's quite a large opening. So that just says that the resident is very secure in this type of a sling, and so it's very good for an amputee. Now, I know I spoke recently at a presentation and explained that it's not for all amputees, so don't just label it that way. When someone has an above-knee amputation, then it's much more important that something like this be used to keep them secure. Obviously, when it's a below-knee amputation, the leg piece on a universal sling can still be quite effective to catch them and hold them secure in the sling. But when it's an above knee, it's very easy for that leg piece to slip off the end of the stump and then to have an accident, to lose somebody from the sling. So they're much more secure in this one. Some of them have, as you can see with this one has 8 straps. So it's got an extra one around the middle section, so that gives more trunk support, more trunk stability. And then it's got the 2 sets down at the legs. So you're going to line it up just as you would the others. You're going to find the center on it. This is, I think this is a Waverly Glen sling, and it doesn't have that indicator strip. Some of them still have that indicator strip, but the handle strap is still in the middle, so that's your guideline. You're still going to get that down the middle spine of the resident. This point here, the apex of the sling, is still the point that's going to be at the base of the spine or at the coccyx of the individual, whether in bed or sitting up. And then you're going to scoop their legs up more in a cradle fashion as opposed to the 2 separate legs and then crisscrossing. Some of them may not have this extra piece, but it's important even on the regular combi sling, and maybe I should mention that you can get a combi sling with just the 4 straps, or you can get a combi sling with the 6 straps. And sometimes that's important if the resident, again, is more unstable in the trunk and needs to be wrapped a little bit more securely. They need that extra set of loops there. So if we look down at the bottom, you'll see that there is a short strap and a long strap, and it's always long through short when you go to use the sling. There are actually 3 different ways to use this sling. So you can wrap around the 2 legs that way and then still crisscross and use it like this on the lift and hook it up. Alternatively, do this again. You can take the 2 pieces together here at the center and bridge them together, and then again long through short and long through short like that. And again, often it's best to crisscross here and get them nice and snug. Now for someone who is an amputee, the best way yet, usually, is to bring it across like this, long through short this way. Okay, and then they're cradled. You get a nice square end on it, and they're cradled securely in there, and you can still crisscross this centerpiece as you hook it up. So sometimes I know we have one individual that it was really important that we look at, out of all these different configurations and ways of putting these straps together and grasping the lower limbs, we had to find out the one that was going to work best for that individual. That combined with the appropriate size is what's going to make the transfer safe. All right.